Hi, welcome to our channel Programming of Mind, where we accelerate your knowledge with concise, from high-value book summaries. Let's begin the myth of early specialization in our society. There's an overwhelming belief that the earlier we specialize, the better our chances for success. From a young age, children are often steered towards particular paths based on their talents or interests. If a child shows an aptitude for music, they are encouraged to practice relentlessly, perhaps forsaking other activities in favor of mastering their instrument. If a child excels at math, they might be pushed toward a future in engineering or finance. The message is clear. To succeed, you must choose a single path and dedicate yourself to it from an early age. But what if this approach is fundamentally flawed? What if specializing too early locks us into a narrow vision of who we can become, limiting our ability to develop the diverse skills and experiences needed to thrive in a complex world? Let's consider the story of Emma, a young girl who was identified early on as a prodigy in the world of classical piano. By the age of 6, Emma was already taking private lessons, competing in local piano competitions, and spending hours a day practicing. Her parents, determined to help her reach the highest levels of achievement, limited her participation in other extracurricular activities. She stopped playing soccer, stopped painting, and even gave up reading books that weren't related to music. The message was clear. Music was her future, and everything else was secondary. As Emma grew older, she found herself at a crossroads. Despite being incredibly talented at the piano, she felt isolated and restless. Her social life was limited, and her worldview was narrow. She had spent so much time refining her musical abilities that she had missed out on other valuable experiences that could have broadened her perspective. Eventually, Emma faced a crisis. She was burnt out by the intensity of her practice schedule and realized that her life felt incomplete. She hadn't had the chance to explore other passions or interests. In contrast, let's look at the story of Michael. Growing up, Michael was encouraged to explore a wide variety of activities. He dabbled in sports, played the guitar, took photography classes, and joined the school debate team. Michael wasn't a prodigy at any one thing, but he enjoyed the diversity of experiences. As he reached adulthood, Michael chose a career as a product designer. His background in photography gave him a strong visual sense. His debate experience honed his ability to think critically, and his time spent in sports taught him how to collaborate and stay resilient in the face of failure. Unlike Emma, Michael wasn't restricted by a narrow focus. Instead, his broad range of experiences gave him a rich, multidimensional perspective that helped him excel in his chosen field. The difference between Emma and Michael's stories illustrates a fundamental point. Early specialization can stifle growth and limit opportunities, while a broad range of experiences creates a more well-rounded, adaptable individual. This myth of early specialization is deeply ingrained in our educational systems, workplaces, and cultural narratives. It's the reason we often hear stories of young children who are discovered for their extraordinary talents and pushed to become experts in their fields. The pressure to specialize early is so intense that it's often seen as the only legitimate route to success. But research and real-life examples show that this approach can be detrimental in the long run. Studies have shown that individuals who specialize early often face challenges when their field of expertise changes or becomes obsolete. The world is constantly evolving, and industries that once seemed stable can be disrupted by new technologies or shifting social trends. An individual who has spent their entire life focusing on one narrow area may struggle to adapt when the world around them changes. On the other hand, someone who has taken the time to explore a variety of interests and develop a diverse set of skills is more likely to thrive in an unpredictable environment. Take, for example, the rise of the gig economy. In the past, many professionals worked for decades in a single company or career field, building expertise in a specialized area. But with the advent of new technologies and the shift toward freelance and contract work, many people are now finding themselves in careers that require flexibility and adaptability. Those who have pursued a broad range of skills, whether in writing, coding, marketing, or design, are in a better position to succeed in this new landscape. Their ability to pivot, adapt, and draw from a diverse skill set makes them more resilient to the fluctuations of the job market. There's also the issue of personal fulfillment. Specializing early can sometimes lead to burnout and dissatisfaction. When someone is forced to focus exclusively on one pursuit for years, they can lose sight of what truly excites them. Passion and enthusiasm are difficult to sustain if they're directed solely toward one thing for an extended period of time. In contrast, a person who explores multiple interests is more likely to maintain a sense of curiosity and excitement throughout their life. They are not tied to one identity or one field, which gives them the freedom to explore new opportunities and pursue new challenges. But what does it mean to have a broad range of experiences? It doesn't mean being mediocre at everything. Rather, it's about developing a set of diverse skills and interests that complement each other and provide a holistic view of the world. It's about finding connections between seemingly unrelated fields and using those connections to approach problems from different angles. A person with a broad perspective is able to synthesize information from various sources, which leads to more creative and innovative solutions. Take the example of Jonathan, a successful entrepreneur who didn't specialize early in life. As a young adult, Jonathan dabbled in a variety of fields. He worked as a journalist, ran a small marketing firm, taught English abroad, and even spent some time as a chef. Over time, he combined these experiences to build a successful startup that provided marketing solutions for small businesses. Jonathan's ability to combine his diverse experiences, writing, marketing, teaching, and creativity, gave him a unique edge. He was able to see the world from different perspectives and approach problems in unconventional ways. His company flourished because of his broad knowledge base and his willingness to take risks and try new things. The takeaway here is clear. Early specialization may not be the path to success that it's often portrayed to be. By embracing a broader range of experiences, we can develop the skills and insights necessary to thrive in a rapidly changing world. Specializing too early may seem like the most direct route to success, but the real strength lies in keeping your options open, remaining curious, and embracing a variety of disciplines. The key is not to be afraid of exploring new interests or trying out different paths. The more we allow ourselves to learn, grow, and evolve in multiple directions, the better equipped we are to succeed in whatever we choose to pursue. Whether you're a student, a professional, or someone just starting out, the journey toward success is rarely linear. It's often winding, filled with unexpected detours, and shaped by a diverse set of experiences. The more you embrace this, the more likely you are to discover your true potential and create a life full of purpose and fulfillment. Thank you for listening, and please like the video and subscribe for more great upcoming content that will put you in top 1% people in the world.